Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe and let's get into it, guys. Today we are flying out a little bit of the Q-5L before we get the JH-7. So this is a very interesting aircraft and it gives us kind of an idea. So the objective of the video is to fly the Q-5 a little bit, get some CAS kills, and just have an idea of how the JH will actually be like. The similarities about these two aircraft are not a lot, but there are some. Especially, I mean, maybe the only are the bombs themselves. So, which was kind of weird, but even in the Q&A, we didn't have any confirmation of other weapons coming to the JH, and indeed, we need to wait to see what bombs and missiles that thing gets. But for now, at least, we have confirmed that a confirmation from the dev server, from the dev blog, that the JH will receive basically the same type of bomb that the Q-5L uses. So the LS bombs, right? The LS 500 and the 1000. In the Q-5, we only have the 500, which can be enough. You know, you will see that, especially in 9.7. The AAs, they don't have much of a chance on dealing with aircraft that, know what they're doing, basically, right? So, I'm not that high even. I'm at 6,000 meters, but that AA system just doesn't have the energy to get me properly, right? And I got it. So, yeah, imagine what a JH can actually do with PL8s, PL5Cs, and 2 more bombs of these type. It can be very deadly, although we will have an 11.7 BR, and that's where I kind of am worried a little bit, but it's still very, very interesting to see this. And although, yes, the Q-5 is an aircraft that, I mean, I can say that the Chinese were in a need for a new CAS top tier aircraft. The Q-5 could do well, but it's more of the usage that you have to do in the aircraft itself than anything else. Because if an aircraft sees you, if you get this aircraft to a top tier match, you will get destroyed very quickly. So the JH-7, is indeed kind of needed. I'm not gonna say needed though. I mean, the AA systems, they are always in a little bit of a back foot if you know what you're doing with an aircraft. Even a Panzer, if you know what you're doing, you're not gonna normally have to deal with any AA systems. But still, it is something that needs to be addressed, right? And I think the main problem with the Q-5 is that, as you saw, this is the same match as before. I had 2 guided bombs. I deployed them, the 2 of them. I destroyed 2 targets, but then I need to RTB and get more bombs. So it is kind of problematic, right? This was kind of a hard match actually to get kills with it, because as you see, there's a lot of cloud cover over the battlefield. So it was kind of weird to actually deploy these weapons, and you will see what happens with this drop that kind of caught me off guard, that I wasn't expecting to happen, and not in a good way. You will see. So yeah, just maintaining the laser there. I love to do this, although I know it's kind of anti, fairness, but still it is very fun to do CAS like this, in my opinion. And yeah, just a hit. So I don't know, like, where did I mean, I probably hit them for kind of a far distance there to a 500 kilogram bomb. Just not kill the tank. Didn't make a lot of sense. That match was over. And then I had to record the replay. So I'm just going to say I'm sorry about that, because I don't know what is happening. I don't, like, my dad, for example, works in programming, and I don't know how he manages, or anybody that works in tech like this, because out of nowhere computers stop working. like out of a reason or anything like that. My recording software just completely decided that he didn't want to record anymore. So although I actually was recording and I saved, when I was going to check, he just saved half the battle out of nowhere. It never happened to me. So I don't know what was that. I checked if it was out of room or anything like that. It was, everything was working. I really don't understand. So I had to just record the replay over here, which is, you know how replays are. They are kind of weird, but still, it is pretty interesting because I am using type of rocket there, and I was actually locking onto that SPAA there, and as you see, the replay doesn't particularly get the right spot, but still, as I said, guys, if you can be as effective as this with a Q5, imagine with the JH. The only problem that I see is that the JH will be a top tier aircraft, or an 11.7, so it's a very high tier. You will see top tier AA systems every single match, something that the Q5 doesn't see, but at least you will have more bombs, more air-to-air missiles and countermeasures, because the Q5, you know how it is, right? So kind of interesting. But as you see, I killed the first AA system, dropped the bomb, kind of trying to get a lock afterwards, you know. So I was trying to find, there was some targets over there. I was maintaining a lock again on the SPAA. I always try to get the SPAAs because they can be very deadly sometimes. So I just maintain there, and yeah, I will get another kill, which just shows how effective an aircraft with a pod and 2 laser guided bombs can be. You know, so the JH, I'm really excited about it. Although I have to say, and I find it very weird that the JH wasn't even mentioned in the Q&A that we had, because there are a lot of bombs that that thing can actually carry, and nothing is actually confirmed right now. We need to wait until the patch is released, but it's just weird that Gaijin didn't. They're probably not going to add the TV guided stuff and other types of bombs and missiles that the actual JH can actually use, which was kind of odd in my opinion, because although the LS bombs are very good, and I think they are already enough, I just think that sometimes they just limit things up. But anyway, these were like kind of a miss that I did. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to subscribe and let me know in the comments what you expect from the JH and if you like the Q5. Bye guys, see ya.